Hey folks, this is JR with DIY Prepper. Welcome to the channel, and today we are going to be talking about situations where preppers and other members of the general public would need a gas mask. And to help us do that, we're going to be taking a look at the Mira Safety CM6M gas mask. It's a good representation of what a good high-quality modern production gas mask should look like. So we're going to talk about its features, things that it can do, things that it can't do, and also talk about maybe a couple situations where you would want something just a little bit different. And I would like to thank Mira Safety for sending us this mask, as well as a couple of filters for us to take a look at today. If this is your first time by the channel, welcome. I'm glad you found me, and if you've been by here before, welcome back. Now, especially if you've been by here before and seen several of my videos but haven't done so yet, if you wouldn't mind, consider subscribing to the channel. That would really help me out. And if there's any point during the video where you learn something new, or at the very least you're entertained, go ahead and hit that like button. So let's get started. So like I said a second ago, this mask right here is the Mira Safety CM6M gas mask. And gas masks, they're probably more accurately called air purifying respirators, because that's exactly what they do. As you breathe in, the filters that are attached to the gas mask, they purify the air as it passes through them. But gas mask is a lot easier to say. That is, I guess, the more common colloquial expression or description given to them. So that's what I'm going to refer to them as through the rest of the video. And this particular gas mask is rated CBRN. And what that means is it can remove chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear contaminants from the air that you're breathing in. This mask, like all other gas masks, is a full face respirator, which means that it not only protects your body from things entering into it through your nose and your mouth, but it also protects your body from things entering into it through your eyes. And that's important in a couple different situations. If you're in a situation where there's something like tear gas, obviously you don't want that getting into your eyes. And then there's also some biological agents that could infect you if they were to enter in through your eyes as well. I know some people, they've got COVID from it entering in through their eyes, and then also a more serious disease, Ebola. That's why you always see people with face shields when they're dealing with patients like that, because if contaminated fluid were to hit their eyes, then they would be infected. And one thing I like about this mask is that it's designed so that you don't have to worry about the lens fogging up and inhibiting your vision. And the reason why is it has a separate area for your mouth and your nose than it does for like your eyes and the rest of your face. So you can breathe in and breathe out without having to worry about it fogging up. But as you breathe in, it still allows fresh air into the part of the mask where your eyes and the rest of your face are. So that helps keep you cool, and it also helps keep fresh air in there with those other parts of your face. The CM6M gives you a very wide field of view, and it doesn't even really obstruct your peripheral vision. So you're going to be able to see almost like normal. But that does come with a price, mainly if you are planning on using a rifle or shotgun while wearing this mask. The face piece is so large that getting a good cheek weld on a rifle or shotgun is going to be extremely difficult. And the problem is going to be worse if you're using magnified optics. Now, if you're using something like a laser or you're using a handgun, then it's not going to be as big of a deal. But if you're wanting to use regular rifles and shotguns with a mask, then you probably want to take a look at Mira's CM7M military gas mask. Unlike this one, it has two lenses, one for each eye, and it's designed in such a way that it will allow you to get a good cheek weld on a long gun. Now this mask, it'll accept up to two 40mm NATO standard cartridges. And I have two here with me. I have the Mira Safety NBC77 SOF filter, as well as the VK450 filter. The NBC77 SOF filter will remove all known CBRN agents, so it'll remove pretty much anything we know about. And it has a shelf life of up to 20 years, which I believe is one of the longest shelf lives of a gas mask filter on the market. Then the VK450 filter can protect against nuclear, biological, and chemical threats, and it also has the added benefit of being able to protect you from smoke and carbon monoxide. It can be used in environments that have as little as 19.5% oxygen, and it has a shelf life of 13.5 years. And since it uses NATO standard 40mm threads, it's going to be able to accept any cartridge of that size. Another nice feature of this mask is that it comes with a drinking tube as well as a canteen. Although I think you can buy it either with that or without it. But having the ability to drink if you're in a situation where you need a gas mask is really important, because masks can get very hot and that will increase your need for water. And the way that the drinking tube and canteen work is there's a little plug on top of the canteen. You pop that off, and then you plug the end of the drinking tube into it, tilt the canteen upside down, and then drink. The canteen that it comes with can fit in like Alice-style canteen pouches, but it's not a perfect fit because it's a little bit taller and skinnier, but it does work. And this drinking tube on this mask is also compatible with Camelback bladders if you have the appropriate adapter. The 3M6M is also compatible with spectacle kit if you wear glasses. It has a 5-year warranty and has a 20-year shelf life if stored in its original packaging. So now that we've talked about the capabilities of a modern high-quality gas mask, let's talk about some of the situations where you could realistically use one. So one way that pretty much anyone could use a gas mask is to protect yourself and your loved one from fires. There are hundreds of thousands of household and commercial fires every year, making them common enough that every prepper should take the possibility of one occurring very seriously. And contrary to what some people may think, most fire-related deaths are not caused by burns, but instead are caused by the inhalation of smoke and toxic substances. A gas mask fitted with a VK450 filter will offer you protection from smoke and carbon monoxide. However, you must understand that it cannot create oxygen. It isn't like a fireman's breathing apparatus, but it can protect you from many of the contaminants that are present during a fire while you are escaping. Having one would be especially useful if you lived in something like a high-rise apartment building and you would need to cover a longer distance while evacuating. A gas mask would also be useful if you lived in an area prone to wildfires such as the western United States. Although you should avoid it at all costs, there may be a situation where areas near your evacuation route are already burning, and having a mask that can protect you from smoke would give you a better chance of making it out. And along that same vein, they can also protect you from volcanic ash, which is some pretty nasty stuff. Volcanic ash can cause lung scarring, and in large enough amounts can cause suffocation, which is the most common cause of death from a volcano. Another way that you could use a gas mask is if you were in an area experiencing social unrest. The past couple of years have seen more instances of unrest, riots, and looting than ever before. If I lived in a major city, then there's something that I would be very concerned about. Tear gas and smoke are some of the things that you're likely to encounter during those types of situations. So a gas mask would be able to protect your eyes and your lungs from things like tear gas, and a mask fitted with a VK450 filter would also be able to protect you from smoke. I even read a product review for the mask featured in this video, the CM6M, from a journalist who used it while filming riots. Another way that a gas mask can protect you and your loved ones is from chemical or biological warfare. They can protect from a wide range of biological and chemical weapons, including anthrax and mustard gas. And while most people aren't really likely to encounter that type of situation, at least in the continental United States, one type of event that people should be very concerned about are industrial accidents, most notably chemical accidents. And those are a possibility if you live near an industrial area, train tracks, or major highways. Accidents can result in any number of contaminants being released into the air. This actually happened near where I live a few years ago when an industrial plant experienced an ammonia leak. And this particular plant was extremely close to apartments, homes, and even a children's park. And even though they're rare, nuclear accidents are a concern as well, especially if you live near a nuclear power plant. Having a mask like this could prevent you from breathing in radioactive particles. and it would also help protect you from fallout in the event of a nuclear bomb explosion or a dirty bomb. Although a gas mask can prevent radioactive debris from entering into your body, it will not protect you from exposure to gamma radiation. The only real ways to protect yourself from that is to get as far away from it as possible or put a lot of dense material between you and it, such as soil or concrete, and that's why fallout shelters are underground. Since they can remove biological contaminants, gas masks can also be used to protect you during a pandemic. They'll protect you from microorganisms entering your body from your mouth, nose, and eyes, and Mira even makes viral filters just for this use. And although N95 masks have been used widely during COVID, I would want something more substantial if we were dealing with something with a higher fatality rate. And y'all, it's really important to understand that while a good high-quality gas mask can protect you from a wide range of contaminants, it's not a license to put yourself in unnecessary danger. A gas mask, the main reason to own one is to provide yourself a way to safely get out of an affected area as quickly as possible. It's not an excuse to stick around in a dangerous area maybe longer than you would otherwise. Put it on, get out, get to safety as quickly as possible. That's what a gas mask does. It allows you to not die while you're getting to safety. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Y'all have a good one. Thanks again.